We just heard from that analyst in Abby's piece. How broad are they going to go? What are the potential charges that we could see? And how many people could be charged?
For more on that, we bring in Atlanta News First anchor and attorney Joy Lim-Nakrin. Joy?
Good evening, Rick and Savannah. So we could see more than a dozen counts against the former president and more than a dozen people indicted as part of the investigation. In terms of counts that we could see against the former president, many legal observers predict conspiracy charges, false statement, RICO charges, and more. Apart from the former president, we could also see indictments against his former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, former attorneys, Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell, as well as several alleged fake electors. The standard for a grand jury issuing an indictment is a lot lower than in a prosecution. After the prosecutor, Fani Willis, presents her evidence, the grand jury votes on whether there is probable cause to charge on each count. Well, the legal standard is simply more likely than not.
So usually it's like a rubber stamp is what they say, that a grand jury usually doesn't no bill, they true bill almost everything because, you know, they're only hearing one side of the story, and that side of the story is from the authorities.
Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis does have a history of charging under the RICO statute, as we saw in the Atlanta teachers case, as well as in the YSL case. Another interesting feature of the legalities in this state court, the former president would not be able to pardon himself if convicted and reelected, nor call on an ally to pardon him, since pardons here in Georgia state court are done by a board.